Okay, y'all, I am doing a series of tests. I'm a little further away from the mic at the moment. We're going to get these series of tests done. I'm waiting for my phone to boot up. I fell asleep again tonight. Slept to going on midnight. I'm not going to use the camera tonight, but the camera is active, meaning I've got it off screen. But the microphone, I'm using its built-in microphone. I don't know what this microphone sounds like. That's what the 1 minute please is about. I'm going to find out whether I can hear myself. This is the first time I've actually used this mic on this camera. So I'm waiting to get the feed started. And I'm going to be going to the PS3 tonight. I'm going to be updating some characters on this ECW game. Because it's been a long while since I've updated. I even updated its title. You know, it was March 2019. I updated it to 20. Look at this. Okay, here we go. I updated it to 2022, I believe. I don't think I put 21 on it. We're about out of 20. So I would know them when I'd see my card. Now I'm going to see if I can see the 1 minute please and hear my voice. So let's see how this goes. Let me turn the phone up and click it. I'm going to hear if I can hear myself in the past. And I'll shut up for a minute so you don't hear me talking with that playing. Ooh. That played to 2022, I believe. I think that mic is terribler than the regular one. The built-in laptop. We may have to use it tonight because it does not let me use the headset with this camera. When it restarted or shut down today, it quit letting me use the headset. Oh, by the way, I finally, I was always going on about where the lens is at on this freaking thing. When you flip it up and it makes it sort of like a desktop, it's right up straight. I actually like it. If I could keep my table out, I like that. It's like a mini computer, and I got out this laptop, for the big computer I had that I don't use. I don't have no room for it. It was only in the living room when I used that computer anyway. It's like I got a freaking desktop. So I sort of do like it. Now that I figured out how you use that freaking lens. I thought it was perverted, it was at the bottom of the computer. My stream is clicking out every once in a while. Wait, so I may have to downsize. We'll see. I'm gonna leave it like it is right now and I'm going. By the way, when we turn this on, that WCW music will play for a little bit. It's in that game, but I'm only using it for test purposes to make sure we've got audio. See, I'm gonna put it up one more time on the screen. Then I'm gonna cut that old music off. I don't like it. It just rolls continuously over and over again. So let's do the switch now. Back over to the inputs. As you see, there's my PS3 with PS1 game on it. Now we're gonna wait 1 minute, please, till then I'm gonna shut up so I can hear. So that'll be a moment of silence. 3, 2, 1. I wonder how long the seconds should take before I actually can see the ECW logo on my EC Dub, EC Dub, EC Dub, EC Dub. Hmm, it's taking freaking forever. Oh, here we go. Okay, now I can see it. Now I'll shut up. We're gonna wait 1 minute, please, and then I'll shut up so I can hear. So that'll be a moment of silence. 3, 2. I wonder how long it takes. That mic is really, really muffled. I turn it over. This phone been so close to the computer. If I turn on the mic, it's going to be staticky. So we're just going to have to try to tough it tonight. I'll just try to speak clearly. Of course, when I get closer down there to it, it should. I'll listen one more time before we start. Oh, I need to see if the music's playing. Hold on. I'll mute the microphone while I test the music. Testing, and I know I got audio. Okay, let's get this thing about ready to start. And I'll be ready here in just a sec. Let me kick my shoes off and get settled in. And we'll start updating and maybe wrestling if I'm able. I'm not too tired by the time I get through looking through and seeing who I need to make. Now hopefully the audio is more clear, because that camera and microphone is just about in my face. It'd be sort of like how you would have a microphone in your face. So we're going to let that, I'm going to listen just a bit and see what I sound like, but so it'll take a few seconds actually. It's already going on 2 a.m. Dang it. And I know I've got sound with the tuner because I heard the ECW music. I need to turn that back off in a minute on the controller. So I just want to make sure that I am clear, because we're probably going to tough it no matter what. But if I turn this on, the cell phone's going to static all the way through the microphone. Make sure I volume. Hopefully, yeah, the audio is more clear. It's a little strong. Microphone is just about in my face. It'd be sort of like how you would have. Well, they sure did give that. They sure did give that a bad microphone. Let me move my mouse because I'm gonna have to. I know I'm gonna be muffled tonight, y'all. It's the best I can do for right now. But I don't even have room for a freaking microphone. Because when you put too much on this USB thing, it's been one of those crappy laptops today to have those little cards in them instead of a hard drive. Oh, you know, it'd be something they'd give you a big card to begin with. They give you a freaking limited, whatever it is, 32 GB or whatever it is. It don't even hardly, well, this one actually had more memory than some of them. It's got 4 memory on it. Some of them have 2 memory. It's got 4 on it. So it's pretty, it's got enough memory, but don't got enough juice. Don't got enough juvie juice. Let's say juvie juice. What's that? Oh yeah, it's working. The battery operated one. And by the way, I found a pack of those. I was thinking I was running, it's the big ones I'm running. You know, the kind that run the Xbox controller. Those are the batteries I'm running out of. I've got plenty of the 2As, which is what this little thing uses. This little, it was an actual Android controller, but it worked with the PS3. When I bought it for Android. But I couldn't get the Android to work. Can I get the Android to work? Oh yeah, I know I was one of those. I'll cut that completely off. Well, just put it on low. We'll just put it on real low. Because when it's on real low, unless I turned up the thing there, you won't most likely hear it. And I gotta put my TV sound back up. Oh, I can sort of hear it on TV. I guess that's okay. It just gets annoying when you're, oh god, it's going up instead of down. That's what I was telling you about these remotes here. This remote is, I thought it was the remote. It's the brand. It is a Scepter. And I had to replace this remote. This is a brand new one I bought. I searched it down and bought one. Well, it does all the same things that the one I replaced, and it's exactly like it. The one in the living room is a bit different because it has a DVD player on it. And it has the DVD functions on it. This one don't have the DVD function. It works too, by the way, but it does the same thing that thing does, and I just dropped it. Maybe I won't need it up. I won't have to get down there and get it. It fell under the table there. I'll deal with it when I get ready to go to bed and cut it off, hopefully. I may have to get up and get it. I've got a little bit of a lag with the PlayStation. I don't have that with Xbox. I noticed that on the screen. It's about 2 seconds behind. I'm telling you, Xbox is right in par because I was testing it last night. Let me load, make sure, oh, I need to make sure I had the right memory cards. Should have done that. Let's go ahead and make sure I had the right memory cards. Because I renamed them. I named them 21. Why did I do that? Why didn't I just make them 22? You know, we're only in 1 month. I'm going to go ahead and, oh, that's the WCW Mayhem. I put JCBW Mayhem on it. Oh, here they are. No. I forgot to name the other one. I think I got them loaded. Let me go ahead. I did name it 2022. I need to update that. Which one did I not rename? That one. How do you rename it? Oh, I can't do it here. I didn't rename it. Well, at least I renamed part 1. Okay, so let's see who all I've made here. I might have to make some changes. You know, I've made a few new characters since. Obama's been phased out eventually. We need to have him have his. I ain't used GMO man in a long time. There's myself. I need to probably update me. If I might have done it. I need to give Pussycat her green hair. Let's give Pussycat her green hair. A lot of these characters on this ECW game I've never even made, and the newer ones. This right here was always my favorite game. This was always the go-to game I went to. Yeah, we need to give her green hair. This is her original character that I made a long, long time ago. I believe I made her around after a little bit after Hurricane Katrina when I come up with her character. I'm pretty sure it was a little bit after that. Because they was talking about them buses and things on the news when I was making her. I may copy her and make a new one. Hey, we'll change her color back. We want color back. There's our green hair. She's prettier in this game. Okay. I don't even remember what slide she was in. I don't think I ever. I don't know what Henry Climate looks like in this. Where was she? I'm gonna pull up the GMO in. I may just go ahead and play. And then we'll do this later. I guess Giant C is Giant C Curly. And Giant Curly. No, the guy with the beard. He had to fight his brother there. I see Junior. He really was Junior too. He don't go by the Junior. He had a son that he named Junior too. Here she is. I see old nudity. I'm gonna bring him up. He's not really nude, but he looks nude. He's got peach shorts on. Peach trunks. I'm gonna pull him up. And I'm gonna put her in there with her new green hair. She started out as one of his girls. Oh no, it was Rick. She started out with one of his girls. Rick was Curly's half brother. We're gonna put her up against Mr. Nudity. Now he looks naked, but he's not. He's got some trunks on. I just blended it in with his skin. So he appears to be naked, but he's actually got clothes. He was supposed to be one of those people that hung out at the beaches and things. That was his story. I made him that same year. I made her. I'm not gonna change any other stuff. Takes too long. We're just gonna go with the default, whatever it is. Here we go. Cause I want to do some playing. I never did check and see what it sounded like. This game looks pretty smooth on this PlayStation 3. I do have to give it that. I just think this is the first time I've actually seen an HD in a long time. Because for years I've used the RCA box because it was easier and I did see it back when I first got one of these TVs on HMDI. But it's been a while. It's been a long while. See, that's why I was talking about that load time on that new games is almost as long as this. Now, if you got more people in, on 2 people, it's not. Yeah, I can sort of hear my TV. See, I told you. But you can still see part of his shorts there. I can't make him in the new games because they don't let you blend them that good. Of course, I know why. They don't want people. People would go in there and draw them and make them really naked, you know. They actually, some have done stuff like that. Like one time, I kid y'all not, I was playing one of those SmackDown versus Raw, and I got online. This is before the online was closed on that game. And I kid you not, I about died. I tell you that. his character come out, and then he had him full blown naked. He had him a thing he drawed and everything. I can't deny it. I about died. I about fell out of my freaking chair. He's supposed to be on a nudist beach. That's the reason. That's what his. That's where his gimmick comes from. A nude beach. I like her with the green hair. I may keep her green hair. It's moving pretty good though. I'm watching it on the. I don't know how it looks on the feed. But on the computer, it's right up under it. I don't usually have it. I usually put it way over there at the corner under Kurt Cobain. And it's the other Kurt Cobain that's usually under, not the one that's down closer. It's like over towards the window. Like where the lamps are at. You know what I didn't like about this game? I never could figure out how to get much moves on. Oh, tiny. You know what I used to like when the big ones did that? I'm gonna find Miss Booty in this because however she is, she's probably how she was back then. A lot of these characters I just resaved the different cards over the years. After I lost my first card, I lost my first card. You know, get counted out. I'm talking about that first year. I had about 500 plus characters. I'd set made night after night. And the freaking card died. That was how I learned to back them up. I learned the hard way. Ever since then, I've just resaved them and saved them. And I didn't save everybody. I just saved those characters that I really like. Now that her, that's how she was. That's how she was when I made her. She got changed when she got upgraded to 2018, I believe, when I first put her in one of the newer games. I believe it was 2000. I sort of like that one, but that's my favorite one. I like her face features. I like this one too. She's prettier in this game. It's just sort of cartoonish, you know. Ah. You know, I'm going to tell you something about Dalton crowds. Whoever made these games must have been to Dalton. Because I've been to all kinds of crowds in the world. I mean, I've been to Atlanta, Nashville, and Ringo. But you know where you hear that heckling like this video game? Was Dalton, Georgia. They used to, and ECW came here a lot, right? Especially that last year that was around. They come here all the time those last years. You can tell. Of course, it was that way in Attitude, too. Whoever made these games must have been in Dalton, Georgia. Of course, there might have been other places like that, but I didn't ever hear them. But when you go to a Dalton show, you like this heckling you hear in this game, and it's worse when you play it on a PlayStation 1. By the way, I don't know what the the PlayStation 3 sort of limits how much they do it. They do it all the time during the original PlayStation, where they're just hollering insults. Like, what is it like? Hit your reset button and stuff, and they'll holler insults at them. But Dalton was kind of like that, and it was just all the time. Anytime I saw wrestling at Dalton, it was like that. We saw TNA there several times. WCW once. I don't remember if we seen them more. No, we only seen them once. WCW once. ECW. We never did go to see the ECW. We seen TNA there many times. I wanted to go to the ECW. I just didn't ever go. By the time the TV program comes, and those tickets were really high too. That was another reason we didn't go. I never got to see them in Dalton, but they came many times. We did see TNA there several times. See what I want to do now. I want to play some of these characters that I ain't seen in a long time. Where'd that GMO man go? He dates back to when I started listening to Alex Jones. Alex Jones. Oh, I remember who Bird is. Oh, it's Menace. There's Rick. Let's bring Rick up. Now, Rick is Jeff's half-brother. Okay. Put him in a death match. I'll leave the time alone. So I cut the announcer off. I'll just leave him. Player two's a piece of poo! Stuff like that. You'd actually hear stuff like that in Dalton and more. Sometimes it was even ugly. Watch me, boom, boom. Watch me, boom, boom, boom. Watch me, boom, boom, boom. I want to see what Rick looks like. He used to sort of have a Princey gimmick, like he would look like Prince. Purple rain, purple rain, purple rain.
No doubt about it. I'm gonna kryptonite crunch you straight to hell.
I didn't remember how I had him in this game. Kind of looks like that drummer. Had the glasses. Oh, he was the keyboardist, wasn't he? No, the drummer looked like him though. The guy with the key glasses was the keyboardist. They both died, and I think they was both brothers of Wendy and Lisa, if I remember correctly.
There's the fish drop.
But I've got the right people.
Man.
We're going off memory. But he always tried to look like Prince.
Player two on spaghetti legs right now.
But he looks more like that drummer instead of Prince. He reminds me of that drummer. They're clear on this game. I never really paid attention to that. I always see them through them RCA cables. I mean, on the HMDI. Makes a big difference. And I do use the upscale that's built in it. You know, I had an upscale. You got the choice. You can put it normal. I just keep it upscale. They should have never stopped making the players where you could play your games. I mean, there's no reason today you should be able to put a codex or something in there. I mean, these games are over emulated anyway. They ought to just stick emulators in there. Let people play their freaking games. Or let you download them on there yourself. I think Xbox does for 20 bucks. I've never actually done it. But all of them should do that. I mean, you should be able to play your old games. I mean, people have done it anyway. But some of them games will be brought back, but some of them will never be seen again. This will be one of them you'll probably never see again. One, WWE owns all the rights, and two, the company went out of business that made it. So technically, both of these companies are default. You're never going to see this game again. Player 2, you suck! That's what I was talking about. It's worse with the ECW characters, because they say different things when you play it. I'm going to go play. My problem was I wasn't watching ECW. I was watching ECW when the game came out. But them characters, a lot of them weren't even... Some of them had gone on or left by the time I started watching. I started watching when it got on TNN. They became Spike TV, and that's when the game came out. They even had the logo on the back of the box. Little TNN logo. Indeed, they've got a set in here where the TNN was on there. But a lot of those characters already wasn't on the TV program by the time it launched. Some of them wasn't. Now, I remember, what's his name was? Reno and all them. Maybe they all were there. Maybe I just didn't like them. Oh, man, I'd have to get it out and watch it. I'd have to go watch some of the old episodes. Maybe I didn't like most of the ECW's cast. I know Lance Storm had one over to, I don't remember exactly when he went. He went to WCW. If I could be serious for a minute. And Spike, he went to WCW for a while, didn't he? And I know, what's his name was there. Let's see. Yeah, some of these were on TV by the time I was watching. I was going by the best. Well. I was thinking of the day when I was seeing myself on the camera. You know, he had that silly thing around his neck. But I had a silly headset around my neck. Who I want to play? Credible was there. I used to like him. I even bought his action figure. Bought his action figure. And where is it? I think I bought Rhino. No, it was RVD. No, it wasn't. Yeah, I think I had the RVD. And I know I had can't think of his name, but I'm not running into him. Tommy Rich, I know who him is. Who was his name? I had Tommy Dreamer, but I'm trying to think of somebody else. Maybe it was Tommy Dreamer. He's probably not in the game. Shane Douglas. I had his action figure. I knew Awesome, of course. You know, he went to WCW too. Yeah, I knew most of these people. They were on the TV program. I remember when Big Sal used to wrestle. So most of these people, yeah, I remember them. I just forgot over the years. Let's see who I want to play. I want to hear the actual heck. We're going to do Dreamer. And you know, I know Raven, of course. Indeed, Raven had just went to the left of WCW and went back when it was launching. I remember Jerry Lynn. Let's put him in there. We'll play him. I think I might have had his action figure if he had one. I know I had a Jerry Lynn action figure. I don't remember if it was a WWE Jerry Lynn or an ECW. I need to get up the clips from ECW and WWE table smack. I think I'm gonna put those together, make a best of, because it was launched from the same show. Just McMahon brought it back as WWE. It was Hogan's gig when I first launched the Madness. He got mad at Bischoff over Bret Hart, and he quit and he started him this little one-time ECW. I mean, it was one time. Then he come back to WCW Madness. But he was with my Tommy Dreamer action figure and Raven and my Shane Douglas. I had them on his if I can put clips. Sometimes I was indecent. And me doing extreme wrestling, it might have been indecent. So I may not be able to put them clips. We'll see. I'm gonna go through them and see if I can find some clips from it. I think as soon as I get off tonight, I'm gonna get the DVD up and watch some of it. I know where the WWE table smack is. It's on the last DVD. Which was 2003. Yeah, McMahon tried to take over JCBW. Jeff eventually stopped him. And that's how Jeff started launching and making his own wrestlers. Because McMahon pulled out. And that's how the JCBW actually fully got started. Because he started pulling out all of his wrestlers. That was my storyline. I made McMahon pull one on him where he couldn't use his wrestlers. So he had to launch his own characters. It's kind of neat, though, when you think about it. Because I didn't know it was going to become an internet show back then. It just all worked out this way. Stuff I done back then. It's kind of like something was writing the story for the future. You wouldn't think stuff that wouldn't matter would have a purpose, but it does. That's how strange God's world is. It's strange. Because that's what McMahon did. He told him, well, since you're not going to let me have your show, you're not going to use my wrestlers. Okay. And he would still use them. He would just mask them. You know what I'm saying? He found the way around that. He would hire them as masked wrestlers, not let nobody know who they were. Now, he would keep anybody on the shows that weren't WWE at the time. In other words, if they were working elsewhere around the world, he'd use that talent. But when McMahon banned him from using his wrestlers, he quit using them. Oh, $4, he's a newer character. I only made him in the past few years. I think the year Trump was elected. By the way, I got some of the POTUSes in here. I got POTUS 1, POTUS 3, POTUS 42, and then of course Biden and Trump, of course. Let's put him up against Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton's 42, I think. $4 versus number 42. See what kind of match I want. I'm not gonna put him in custom in the matches. You know, match. It just takes too long. Maybe that, they should have been a simpler way of doing it. But they should have had a setting on there where you could have saved your ring. Now that would have been awesome. You know, this is awesome. Well, that would have been awesome. If you'd have saved those freaking... I'm thinking about how I would redesign this game if I could redo it. I think of everything I would do to it. But then it might take away my love for it, you know, if it was different. I don't know. But I know I would have loved to have been able to save those rings. And I had to do it every freaking time. You know, I thought I was limited on this game, though, but I look at some of those ugly clothes that I would not use 99% of the time for any wrestler. Like even my Miss Booty last night, she was... Oh, Lordy! Lord have mercy! I made him current day, you can tell, as I made him real skinny. Which when I originally made him years ago, I had him like he was back then, you know. I made him back then. $4 slow. I go check his speed stats. I better get $4 to move. $4 was a generated wrestler, by the way. I just made some changes. I put the generator, and I thought, well, I like that guy, the blind Mo. Well, I don't keep him, so I just made a few changes. I made a lot of wrestlers that way. You know, the create a wrestler. I'm going to go do it tonight before we get off. See if we can create a new person for JCBW-2022. If I like him, we done made one the other night in the WWE, I mean the WCW, man. $4. $4. Boom, 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 boom. $4. Boom, boom. I need to make them their own little songs. $4. Boom, 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 boom. You know, I did that with some of them generators for music. I got them out there. $4. Boom, 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 boom. $4. Boom, 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 boom. He's a man. Boom, 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 boom. $4. Boom, 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 boom. He'll kill you. Boom, 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 boom. $4. Boom, 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 boom. He'll kill you. Boom, boom, boom. $4. Boom, boom. I go sit and make it before I go to sleep. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. $4. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Kill you. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. $4. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. $4. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. She got camo pants on. I didn't ever pay attention what color his pants were. I probably left that alone. $4. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, dollar, boom, boom, 17. Boom, boom, 1. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Dollar Bill Clinton kicks up. A boom, 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 boom. Well, I better quit, so it's gonna be annoying when I've listened to myself sing over and over again, on my feeds, and I want to slap myself. Get up! Boom, dollar, boom, boom. Get my head down. Doom, 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 doom. Boom, dollar, boom, 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 boom. If I could give him a sound, he would have his music would more have the gangsta sound, or sort of like Snoop or Dre or something like that. I'd give him some sound like that, or NWA, or maybe even Ice-T or Ice Cube. So I could give him a sound. Snoop. Doo, doo, doo. Hey! Get up, old dollar. Come on, buddy. Oh, damn it. Let's see. Oh, dollar. Bill Clinton just ain't gonna lose. Those evil globalists are taking over my show again. The devil has possessed Bill Clinton, y'all. I don't think I'm going to do this. You know, I did election shows. I want to tell y'all something about the JCBW game. Whoever wins on election night, and it's done it 2 times in a row. 3 times, actually. Because I've done it for Obama and Romney. I've done it for Hillary and Trump. And I've done it for Trump and Freddy Krueger Biden. I dressed him up like Freddy Krueger or something like that. So I don't think I'm going to do it for the election this time. Because it has a habit of predicting the elections. It's done it 3 times in a row, y'all. I've done it through 3 presidential elections. And it predicted the election each time. Indeed, it showed that battle with Trump and Biden. It was a bloody, bloody battle. And it went on for a long time, but then finally Biden won. So I don't think I'll do it this next time election. Because it has a habit of predicting it. I saw Thomas Jefferson in there. I want to see him. And George Washington. I've seen them too. Let's try some different match here. We'll put them out as lumberjacks. We're going to put Thomas Jefferson in. I got Pelosi in there. I need to put whoever challenged her next time on election night when she's challenged and put her challenger in there and see how it goes. And if she wins, well, then I'm probably going to know there's a 99% chance she'll win. She'll probably win anyway. She's probably one of the thieves. She's probably always has been a thief. I doubt anybody likes her. I bet most people can't stand her. I bet if you asked the American people, they'd say put her to pastor. In other words, if you could vote for that, should Nancy Pelosi retire and it was on your ballot, she'd probably get voted to retire. That should be an option, by the way. We should have a retirement option on that card where we could retire these people from service. And then once they get retired, they can't run anymore. That would be a way of dealing with it. It'll never happen because they're in charge of all that. You should really get the vote to retire these people. I'm going to play myself. I want to see what I look like. I hope I changed him some. Because when I made me, I was still 360. I was a big, big man back then. I'm a little littler now. I think I did fix me. Oh, and Ash is in here. I got Cornet in here. Russo. I'm going to fight Russo. I don't have no beef with Russo anymore. I used to not like him, but I sort of like him after I started listening to it. I started listening to him back when he first started launching his podcast. I don't never subscribe or anything, but anything he puts out there for free, I usually listen to it. I really can't afford to put any more subscriptions on. I'm telling you. I've got subscriptions to Master Music. I got subscriptions to and my Xbox and PlayStation. I just can't. I can't put any more subscriptions on. I'm subscriptioned out. I could probably have a little more money at the end of the month if I would cancel them all. I'm gonna cut that match time down because if you know Russo, he don't like big long matches. So I'm gonna make it about 15. I'm gonna honor what Russo. I'm gonna honor Russo and not make it long. Boy, he hates 20 plus minute matches. I think he's always complaining about them big long matches. Yeah, Russo actually earned my respect. Many people I didn't like have earned my respect over the years. Triple H earned my respect. Uh, Several. Even Hogan. Everybody's against him now. They say, well, what a horrible person he is, and all this other stuff. I mean, I'm going to tell you, if you've seen the lives of other people on a full scale, you wouldn't like nobody. I mean, if you could see us every day the way we are in our lives, and I'm talking about all of us, and they want to go that way. They want cameras installed in your house. But if you could see us all every day of the moment, 24, I bet God don't even like us sometimes. He probably goes up here and he goes, well, I'm with you, but I'm not going to look at you right now. Just saying. I mean, yeah, he had some tapes. Oh, I'm gonna get my feed banned. I'm gonna get my feed banned. Yeah, I've cut me down a pinch. I'm down to the second level. But I usually wear InfoWars shirts. Those are usually what I wear. I had one on the other night when I went to karaoke. I had Tyranny on. Tyranny's my favorite. I didn't wear that shirt in the game because I put it on Alex Jones. So I just wore the red logo one. I got that red logo one by the way. I was wearing it one day. I never have seen the presidents. I gotta get out of the ring so I can see them. I'm trying to keep my back turned to the camera. That must be time. He got me. He's my favorite president. Besides George. Now George has got me. But I got George now. Which one is Thomas and which one's George? I guess the white-headed one's George. No, the white-headed might be Tom. I might have made George off the young time. You know, when he was young, he had brown hair. I'll have to pull him up and see. I'm pretty sure Tom's probably the white-headed one. They're not gonna let me go. Go, run, run. I can't get away from him. Run. I forgot how to run. I forgot how to run. Throw me in the damn ring. Throw me in the damn ring. I'm wobbling. Maybe they'll throw me in the ring. I made a mistake. I shouldn't have went out there. I just wanted to see the president. Let me in the ring. Russo's going to win by default. Because I'm going to be beat up. Even though it's the muscular body, I made it muscle and fat. Because I'm not muscular. I'll probably never be muscular the rate I work out. Oh yeah, here we go. He's gonna beat me. The presidents cause me to lose. I'm the man. He was a big part of my show there when he became the commentator. And I got that Russo reaction figure. 334. It beat me at 334. Almost the 333, y'all. There's that paranormal stuff going on. Oh yeah, now we're going to generate a wrestler. Now I don't always take the first one that comes along. I will usually just keep doing it till I like one. But a lot of JCBW characters come this way. You are fixing to see how I process a lot of the JCBW characters. And when I got one I liked, I tweaked it to my liking. We're going to generate a character for 2022. Probably beyond. We will mold him. I've done some of them I made and I never used them. A lot of these are losses. In other words, they're not wins. I wish they'd bring that back. Somebody in the gaming industry, if you hear me, and it's possible because I'm streaming on a gaming site, bring back the Random Wrestler. where the machine makes you a wrestler. I made a lot of JCW characters. Well, if something ain't on me. Bug or something. Look at him. I'm not saying I'll keep him, but look at him. Should I keep him? Is he a keeper? He's silly looking. He's pink and yellow. What should we name him? What should we name him if we kept him? I wish I actually had feedback that I could see my audience. I don't hardly have a big room of people anyway. So. I'm still way behind on the feed anyway. I wouldn't be getting feedback to begin with. What should we name? I think I'm going to keep him. I'm not sure I like everything about him. And I'm not going to work on him tonight. I think I'm going to save him. I can't figure out what name I should give him. Sam? See what his last name should be. If I have one of them name generators right now. This is just a tentative name, y'all. Sam Kobe. I just thought that out of my brain. And he may not even keep his thing. We'll find him an alias later. I'm going to do a random thing. A generator and see if we can generate him a name and some of these wrestling generator sites. And I usually tweak those things. I don't just take them as is. We'll call him Sam Kobe for tonight. I need to make it a block. I'm going to make him his own special block. Granted, I got room. Man, I have room. Maybe there's room here. And I'll just call this Gen block. I'll probably need to make note what Gen W means. Generated wrestler. You know, if you could actually get people in this room and you're watching this video, and I'll try to let y'all know next time I get this out, we could actually do a night of generating wrestlers and coming up with names for them. Or taking ideas of what characters you would like to see. And I pick you out on the screen and we could actually create wrestlers. Now we have to keep that decent. We can't do anything racist. We can't do anything that's going to be, you get in trouble for it. You know what I'm saying? But if that would be interesting, if any of y'all be interested, just let me know and we'll do that. I'm just trying to think of ways that can make it fun and make us maybe get some participation in this show. Just an idea off the head. Because I couldn't really think of a name for him. So I was just thinking, if you ever want to do that, just let me know. We'll do a night of it. Or we might even do that in a new game. We generate them here and then we bring them over to the new game. So if you're ever interested in that, just let me know. Leave a comment on my video somewhere saying you're interested in that. We'll do it. We'll do it. Now I'm going to go generate again. Boy, that generating thing needs to be brought back. I like that. Somebody please bring it back. AEW, WWE, either one. Some guy out there who just makes wrestling games. Put a generator on there. Look at that thing. I kinda want to keep him too. I can't keep everybody. I'll make some changes to him eventually. Let me put a name on him and save him. Then we can decide where we keep him later. I done got a keys. Hope I'm spelling future right. Kinda tired. Punk Boy Future. Kinda remind me of a cyberpunk character. That's just a tentative title. Like I said, I'll work on him. I hope I didn't record this on my hard drive because it popped up that memory thing a while ago. I better stop the archive for just a second. Pull up my. Oh, I probably won't be able to pull the settings up, dang it. I'm just going to stop the archive maybe. I hope it, because it'll fill my hard drive up if it's on that regular thing. I hope I did put it back on the card. If I didn't, I'm going to be in trouble. I'm just going to be filling up my hard drive. After this next batch, I'm gonna go off for a while because I've done been on for an hour and 8 minutes. Okay. This function has to return. Because I'm telling you, a lot of times I got a lot of characters, a lot I didn't keep, but some I did. Some of them I never used. I tried to close it before I even. And there that does match a booty. I wanted to see what she looked like in this game. She's probably in her red and white if I didn't upgrade her. Or her blue jean shorts. She might have had the blue jean on. I remember one time I had her sort of like Major Guns, but she was a black lady, you know. She wasn't white like Major Guns. She's one of the big wrestlers too, of course, in this game. I like those big wrestlers. I made a lot of them. I really loved it when they fly out of the ring. That was always a sight to see. It kind of reminded me of Rick James, bitch. He did. He reminded me of Rick James. That's what I heard him say when I seen him. He's a pretty bad looking character. Dun 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 dun. Boom 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 boom. Boom 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 boom. He looks like a black Hogan or something. Greenish, but kind of reminds me of Hogan with that hair. But anybody who watches this video in the past, I know I don't get much views. But if you ever want to do this, just let me know when you're available. We'll sit and try to come up with some ideas for characters. That's just an idea I was having. I just had it in real time. If not, my feelings ain't hurt or anything because I'm just used to being me anyway. I think Batwoman is pretty now. After seeing her, Batwoman makes her really ugly. A mask wrestler. You finally generated a mask wrestler. Should we keep him? No, I'm talking to myself. I won't keep him. Okay, I'm gonna get off here in a minute. I actually had fun playing this game. I ain't had fun playing it in a long time. Oh, he looks bad. Let's give him a name and keep him. We'll fill all their other stuff in later. So I made 3 tonight. Then I'm gonna get out of here. I'll be back tomorrow. I don't know if we'll ever keep any of these, or what we'll do with them. But I did keep them. I just gave them tentative names for now. Jabba started out as just an old maid character, random character too. He was to fight Hogan, and he was supposed to be a generic jobber. But then I made him the JCBW trainer eventually. So yeah, there we have it. I just about filled this card up, by the way. And I'm gonna call it quits for tonight. Let's do one more match. We'll do a closer match. I'll get myself killed for sure. I'll let Bozawood appear. Then I want to put him up against three biggies. Three big characters. Let's see if I can find, what's her name? I want to see her. Bud Krakow is one of my big ones. Zabira. She's probably got the hood on in this one. I probably haven't took her hood off. Cecilio, I see him. King Cannibal, Grillman Reaper, Stank Hoagie, Stud. I'm not seeing her. I might not save her to this card. Big Lug, I'm sure that's a big one. Those are all just wrestlers, regular wrestlers. I am not seeing her. Probably didn't save her in this one. I haven't. I didn't save her in this one. Okay, well, she's not in this card. Look, she's probably on. I'll have to get out my older ECW cards and look for her and save her back on here. These are all just musicians and stuff here. My actual Resner. You know, I've got Trent Reznor, which is a knockoff. I got Resner in here as well. Oh, it's the star. It's the Voterine. Voterine. And of course, my Halloween and okay. A lot of that card was made a long time ago. I must have saved it over here. Yeah, these are made ages ago, like when I was in 80 and 99. All of them I made recent. Some I'd saved off the old card. Let's go get some big wrestlers. I'm gonna play him up against some big wrestlers. I'll put Butt Woman in there. In 2000. I lost all those that were made in 99. Early 99. I mean, late 99. That last week. I lost most of them. So they were from 2000. I saw some of them are politically incorrect too. Boy, I'll get you for that stuff today. Okay, but you know back then that was in rap songs and everything else, so you didn't think nothing about it. Okay, let's see. Did I put butt woman in there? I guess I can't put her in there. I already put her. Let's find out who I put. They don't let you see, dang it. Well, let's make butt woman in there. I'll use $4. I didn't use him. I'll use him. He was big. I don't remember a lot of these people. Let's see what Big Lug looks like. He's probably one I found off the older cards. Oh, lordy. People are so sensitive today, though. I think everybody just needs to lighten up. Like I said, if you could see most of us most days, you know, like they're saying all this bad stuff about Hogan. If you could see most of us most days, we wouldn't like nobody. I'm telling you, if you could tune in to everybody every day, and you could see their whole 24 hours like a sim character, like a sim in the Sims game, and you could watch every one of these people every day, you're not gonna like nobody, because they're gonna do something that's gonna offend you. Because they're gonna wake up on the wrong side of the bed. They're gonna call somebody a name they shouldn't have said. Oh, Big Lug's not bad. He's a big muscular guy. Poor Bozo, he's in trouble. He's got a bunch of. Well, he's part of the security team. Now, the original security team was Luger, and Buff Bagwell. Well, Bud Cracker, he's the big fat dude. That was a generated wrestler right away. I put his name on his pants. He was a generated character from a long, long time ago. Even before there was a JCBW. WCW was still in existence when Bud Cracker was made. I gotta get off. I gotta take a shower before I slept all night. I shouldn't have stayed on this long. It'll be 5, 6 o'clock before I go to bed. I was just having fun. I ain't had fun in a long time. for the wrestling games. Whoa! Might have to make sure I delete those politically incorrect ones out, though, because I don't want them up here. Because people are so sensitive today. They ban you over everything, and you might not even be being serious. You might be joking. Anything I made in these games, and if it was politically incorrect, it was a joke. It was a joke. That's why I don't post a lot of my scenes from the action figure years. Because they were politically incorrect as hell. Well, they'd copy full-blown rap songs and everything, and quote them and everything else. Okay, she's gonna pin me. You know, Eminem, he was bad at throwing around a lot of that stuff. Especially the gay cracks. Y'all remember him? Go listen to his albums. He was bad at throwing around that stuff. A lot of rap was. I mean, listen to some of those insults that Snoop and them would. That DIC spitting in your mouth. Yeah, but them was too. Okay, I want to get out of here. I believe that was Dr. Dre where that happened on it. Well, Snoop said it wasn't. It was a Snoop. I need to. I was listening to that album last month because I got tickled at the Chronic again. I hadn't heard the Chronic in a long time. Doom, doom. That's one of my favorites. Name my bud the Chronic. Okay, I'll see y'all later. APS sign. I really did have fun tonight. I may start